Bye. Okay, we're streaming. Let me go back to the desktop. That is the wrong window. We're streaming. All right, time to play some Doki Doki literature. There it is. Why don't you go ahead and play that?
Okay, I'll play. Oh, Steam is updating.
Yeah, it's a Steam game, so
that's good. That'll take us a while.
That'll take my computer.
That'll take
1 minute. We started at 7:05.
7:05. We'll start at 5. And really, we could just start with a nap. Let's start with a nap.
Okay. Dude, let's start with the Goosebumps theme. Hey, look at that. Team Salvato. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed.
Oh, I'm easily disturbed.
Okay. So we remember that happened. Yeah, you have to click the super messed up new game option.
All right, let's do that.
Oh, God.
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and a good friend since we were children.
That friend is placeholder.
You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. I think we read this already, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up.
Is the volume on? Oh, wait. We don't have the thing plugged in.
This?
No, it's gonna be green.
This is green.
No, it's the thing. This is gonna be green.
Oh, I see, because that's green up in there. Oh, so we need to put the thing in.
Technical difficulties. Put it in the headphone jack. Oh, right.
Oh, there it is.
Here, hold on. Turn it down a little bit. Hold F2.
Okay, that's down a lot.
Yes.
Okay.
Better.
But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Ogu he's like this catch up to me.
Oh, God. Dude, I actually got a good one. Oh, this is a... Okay.
It's an ordinary school day like any other.
I already got a good one.
The worst. Okay, hang on. But being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Alexi, take it away.
I've got no faith in my doctor. All his patients are ill. Good joke. Best joke of the year, 2018, because it's 2018 right now.
Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, ellipses. But that was the first ellipses, I think, tonight.
Oh, good.
But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club.
Animus.
But it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway.
How would you know? Dude, there are some girls in my school who are pretty into anime. I mean, I'm actually not that into anime, but there are a lot of people who are.
Yeah.
So the point is, this guy wouldn't know that unless he's the extra-dimensional being that has come to kill us all.
Yes. And the point also being that Hot Fuzz is one of the best movies you'll ever watch. So if you haven't seen it, go and watch it.
Freaking amazing.
The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs, ellipses. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club ellipses.
So,
ellipses Alexi? Yes.
So then create your own club, dude. I mean, I'm sure you.
Yeah, Alexi did.
Yeah, I did that.
Hey, look.
Oh shit!
Monica.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I just.
That was beautiful.
Monica. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here.
Oh,
It's been a while, right?
oh, yeah, it has been.
Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly.
Good, I'm glad.
We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year.
Your voice is devolving into Trump.
I know. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class.
Emphasis on probably, like how Ronald Reagan that one time said marijuana is probably the most dangerous drug.
Probably.
Probably. Probably.
Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league.
I mean, pretty much. You're an asshole, so.
So having her smile at me so genuinely that feels a little. What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here?
Yeah, sure.
Or markers? I guess you could check in the closet.
Beam me up, Scotty.
You're in the debate club, right? About that.
She's going to.
I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club, as this goes on the fritz, yeah.
What was the...
It just, the picture just been...
Oh, it just did that?
Literature? That sounds kind of dull? How many members do you have so far?
All of the members.
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far.
3?
It's really hard to find new
there
members.
were
It
4 of
so
them
boring.
last time.
Well, I can see that.
What about
But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything: reading, writing, poetry. That's hardly anything, though. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? How about if we read this with a stone voice? She always insisted manga is literature, too.
Dude,
I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, a member's a member, right?
Dude, this one just kind of doesn't make sense.
Did Monica say she? Hey, Alexi. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could, at the very least, visit my club, it would really make me happy. Please. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Alexa, you know that?
Okay.
It's nothing, really.
Sweet as a lollipop.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit, what?
That's
It changed from the classroom to the hallway.
No, like, you're more important
Oh.
than that part.
I see.
Like, this one just kind of doesn't make sense in modern context.
What?
If you can count your money, you don't have $1 billion. Which that doesn't make sense because, like, money's virtual. You can just say, how much do I have?
Right.
It's like, oh, you have that much. All right.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile.
Oh, okay.
I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Hey.
I saw that one. Oh, God.
Seriously? You brought a boy?
Alright, this has got to be the part where her eyes explode.
Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club. Alexi?
You know what? I don't think I can handle this game. I've been carrying behind the book.
The book? Well, why? What are we doing then? Are we gonna stop this game and do something else? Or?
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Get to the point where her eyes explode and then we'll
All
stop.
words escape me in this situation.
I'm sorry, I can't.
This
handle it.
club
My body was not ready.
is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year or a rabbit. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president Pence.
VP.
It's nice to
The
meet
person
you.
who electrocutes gay people.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Alexi in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
These puns are hilarious.
Alright, lay one of them on me.
What do you get when you cross a star with a silver cup?
Don't know.
A constellation prize.
Oh, right. Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new?
When their eyes explode.
I will. They're not going to explode.
They're gonna.
I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, why don't you go do that? Why don't you come sit down, Alexi? The girls have changed. Wait a minute. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Wow.
Oh, look at that.
All right, you got another one to lay on me?
Yeah. What do you get if you cross an elephant with a fish?
I don't know.
Swimming trunks.
Oh, God. My brain's on fire. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I challenge Monica to an arm wrestling match.
What?
Just kidding. So I know you didn't really
like, this is getting interesting. Arm wrestling.
So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay?
What?
Nothing. As president of the literature club,
dude, can you?
I'm just trying to make this more exciting.
Screwing with me.
It's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet, says Alexi. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Well, I just did.
All right, then.
Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new.
I mean, it's not that much effort.
Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Well, I thought you just said literature could be anything, and therefore...
That's true.
You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. What? But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow in this club before we graduate. Well, be that as it may, what the hell are we doing? Right, Natsuki?
What do you get when you cross a snowflake with a man-eating shark?
A Republican.
That, but also frostbite.
Jeez. Well, yeah. I guess...
These jokes are on par today.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees to what I don't know. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal, which is killing Alexi in the game.
Yeah, okay.
Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting the teapot down in the middle. Yes, another one?
It's the Dick Van Dyke one.
What,
What was Dick Van Oh my god.
Lexi's having trouble getting this one out.
Yeah, what was Dick Van Dyke's real name? I can't.
Go ahead.
Penis Van Lesbian.
That's so stupid, it's funny.
It's so dumb. Oh god.
Oh man. Okay. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't
Yeah, this is
worry.
great.
The teachers gave us permission.
I have the whole East India Tea Company in my closet.
All right. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. I mean, I don't drink tea or read books. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
God, that damn joke.
That's not
So bad.
insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Alexei, what kinds of things do you like to read?
I like joke books.
Man walks into a bar.
Yeah.
You got another one?
Yeah, why is duct tape like the Force?
Don't know.
Has a light side and a dark side, and it holds the universe together. Duct tape solves the world's problems. You heard it here first, folks.
It is the Force. Well,
put duct tape over those Republicans' mouths, and the problem will be fixed right good.
Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manja. Manga.
I intentionally mispronounce it. It's actually manga.
Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. That's one way to put it. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds.
Oh, good.
The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading.
Hey, what's green and looks like a bucket?
A bucket? A green bucket.
I love anti-jokes.
Yeah. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
Good.
Well, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Immerse me. You get immersed in things. Any more?
Where's Stu Thompson is found at the North Pole?
Don't know.
A lost camel.
Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take an advantage of your lack of own imagination to completely throw you for a loop? I'm getting giddy just reading this stuff. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once.
I actually have read one once, and it spooked me.
I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. In other words, you're lying.
It was about a disembodied hand that murdered people.
Aha.
Or not murdered people, but murdered people who tried to kill the girl that the hand belonged to.
I see.
And stuff.
At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Yeah, pretty much. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? You want to fight?
You want to fight me? Fight me IRL. Put up your dukes.
Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down.
Hey, Dad, why are there so many Smiths in the phone book?
I don't know.
Because they all have phones.
My intense yawning is a sign of
Should we just
amusement.
Quit this game now? Like,
why?
Since neither of us is enjoying this.
You're not enjoying it at all?
But I mean, like, I'm not really, and I can tell that you're not.
No, I'm just yawning. I'm tired.
Okay.
No, and I'm reading the stuff. You're not. Look, how about if we take it this way? Let's just click through the dialogue really quickly.
Don't
then
just
gonna
read the dialogue. Read the dialogue.
No, I don't want to.
Read the dialogue. Damn it,
to.
Dad.
What?
Read the dialogue.
Which dialogue?
The dialogue that you're clicking through. Stop it. Read the dialogue, please. That's the point of the game.
No, it's not. The point of the game is to see somebody's head explode.
Alright. You know what? If it's gonna be like that, let's just quit the game now, because it's gonna lose all the impact.
What
Give me it.
impact? There's
Give me that.
nothing to. No, wait,
that
no,
mouse.
no.
Give me that mouse.
I'm gonna read. I'm
Give
gonna
me-
read. Oh, look what you did. Look what you did. Click
Give
on
me
her
that mouse.
eyeball. The truest form of writing is writing to
Give me
oneself.
that mouse.
You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities
No.
and showing the deepest reaches
Get
of
her
your
out
heart.
of here. Yes.
Why are we quitting now? We've just wasted 20 minutes.
Shh. Don't worry about it.
So what are we gonna do now?
Not that. Not that game. Because why? Okay. I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret.
What's the secret?
My body was not ready.
Oh, is that where your hand feels like cold and sweaty and clammy?
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm scared.
Well, you shouldn't
I'm
be.
not
You
actively
don't have to be
scared, but like
dude.
the anticipation and the suspense in that was killing me because I knew it was gonna happen.
Even through my lackluster recitation of the.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Oh.
So please,
All right,
we're not gonna
so
stop
What are we
streaming.
gonna do?
I'm going to go to the Twitch page. I'm going to completely destroy the fourth wall. We're gonna change this. So what game should we do?
I don't know. What can we do?
Hmm?
You could play your World War I game if you want.
Yeah.
You haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, let's do that.
I don't have my laptop, so I'm not
No, that's fine.
really capable.
That's
I mean,
fine.
I could go get it, I suppose.
No, you don't have to go get it. It's fine.
Okay. Well, I will switch. Well, you can take the
Yeah.
helm. Number one, you take the helm.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
All right, everybody. It was nice playing Doki Doki Literature Club to no end.
look,
In
like,
particular,
my body was not
if
ready
you
for
were
that game.
that's all right. If you were
I have-
not feeling it, we quit.
Here's the deal. I play games for fun.
Yep.
Spooky games are not fun for me. So I'm not gonna not play them
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of spooky games either.
because you don't get spooked by anything.
Well, I don't get
That's
spooked.
different.
Yeah, I mean that's different.
Like you played Silent Hill, and you were like not scary.
Not scary.
What was it? You played Silent Hill 2?
Something like that. I don't remember.
This
which
man
one.
played one of the scariest video games on this planet and was not scared.
Hashtag not scared.
All right. Anyway, says here we go. Battlefield. Good. Okay, so enough with that insane game of
Insane clown posse.
insane clown posse. Magic everywhere in this bitch. That's the thing. That the insane clown posse said one time. All right, let's go to something that's fun.
Let's go to something.
Let's.
that's fun.
I'm gonna play a game that's fun. I'm gonna not play. I'm not gonna subject you to that. I'm not gonna subject me to that game anymore.
No.
I'm gonna have fun. It's gonna be great. Why am I on offline mode?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have played this game for a cumulative 69 hours. What about Battlefront 1? 197 hours.
What about
5 hours.
What about
Yes.
Oh, this is Origin.
This is Origin. I can go to Steam if you want to see my Steam games.
Nah, it's all right. Okay,
Look at that.
I guess.
Look at that.
You say so.
Most played game, 1,049 hours.
Which one? Oh, that's the
Europa Universalis.
Europa Universalis.
Anyway. My second most played game is Team Fortress 2, and I have 701 hours.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yo, who's messaging me on Discord? Yeah, I was just messaging my friend to say like, don't bother watching the stream. I chickened out of Doki Doki, and I'm playing Battlefield 1 now because I need a game that's actually fun. Yeah.
It's taking a while to prepare, huh?
Yeah, it's I think it's like, hold on, let me. Oh, there's a little progress bar on how far it's prepared. And it's about halfway. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on. Send that abortion. Good. And then.
Yeah. I'm just scrolling through my phone as this. I guess this doesn't make for exciting.
Yeah, while we're here, I've thought of something to talk about.
Okay, let's talk.
So, I was watching a video on the David Pakman show about the death penalty, and David Pakman was arguing or was debating with a libertarian on the death penalty. And I've never heard a libertarian that sounds reasonable, but today I heard one, because like he said that he thinks the death penalty should be a thing, but not like he believes that we shouldn't be dishing it out so liberally, and we should. And since there are disgusting numbers of innocent people who have died in the death penalty, we need to strengthen the process of investigation.
So how does that
evidence
square with
gathering.
being a libertarian?
I don't know.
If there would even be a death penalty at all.
Yeah, I really don't know. I think it's like the fact that he supports the death penalty at all would be a little bit anti-libertarian, because like that's big government. But like, I don't like the death penalty because, and I've thought about this, I was thinking about, okay, what if there was this horrible like genocidal maniac and that person was sentenced to death, right? What alternative would there be to that? And I was thinking, like, even if it was a really horrible person, sentence them to life, not death.
Right.
Because by sentencing them to life, you condemn them to an existence without purpose, and you condemn them essentially to a fate worse than death, and I'm okay with that, because it's their own mind tormenting.
For a libertarian to argue for the death penalty just completely negates his entire life is the ultimate civil liberty.
That's true.
Why would any libertarian support a death penalty? That makes absolutely no sense at all.
That's like, that was because life, like, obviously life is the one right that no human being should be forced to forfeit.
Right.
Like, you can choose to forfeit it if you wish, if you
Yeah.
But like, the reason I say sentence them to a fate worse than death is that if you give them life, that gives them enough time to think on what they've done, not necessarily consciously but subconsciously, that they either find out that they are a monster or that they have no conscience. And like, if they've go the monster route, then they good 6 minutes. Then they'll basically their mind will be tearing itself apart, and that is a fate worse than death, when your mind does not know what to believe, like, for so long, and when you're tormented by the things you did.
We're still also not considering, I mean, not you and me, but our country and most places in the world still have a
capital punishment,
an old version of incarceration. I mean, isn't the point to try to either make them make amends or heal them if they're not well?
Yeah, well, I mean, this is just referring to like a genocidal maniac who's completely off the deep end.
Well, in that case,
which is the only time I would be remotely acceptable with for the death penalty.
Yeah.
But then I realized, what, sentence them to life, because that's a better fate for them.
There's a lot of time in a life to try to make somebody realize what they've done wrong. Do you know? Juno. Well,
So-
in less
Yeah. What else? Like
depressing news,
what kind of stuff do you have to talk about?
what do I have to
kind
talk
of
about? Well,
Orange buffoonedness happened, if anything.
well, you gotta
always
admit
something
that
to
this new Michael Wolff book is gonna make some waves.
Yeah, I heard about that from my English teacher earlier.
Mhm.
Well, what's the book?
Well, he's the guy that had access to the White House in the first, I don't know how many months of the presidency, and he's written a tell-all book where he quotes Rupert Murdoch saying that Trump is an effing idiot.
I mean, he is.
He's not wrong.
One of the only things that Rupert Murdoch is right about,
Right.
or correct, I should say.
Right. And then there's just a whole lot of other stuff that Steve Bannon said about him and his family and everything else.
Do you get the feeling that Steve Bannon is like a closet progressive?
No, I get the sense that Steve Bannon he's a sick individual who has a brain in his head, but he uses it in really tortured and sort of mean-spirited ways.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I like because there's more than one occasion where I've thought like I've questioned whether or not he actually believes all the shit he posts to Breitbart, and it's like, Bannon.
If he does have some.
Although then I remember that he refers a lot of times to Camp of the Saints, and I'm like, ugh.
I mean, if there is a Vader-like shred of decency somewhere buried down beneath his shriveled and bacteria-ridden, pruny,
flesh,
disease-ridden flesh, he would have to have some sort of Luke Skywalker moment where he sees his own son, which I can't imagine this guy's ever procreated, but
I don't think he has.
That
or I hope he hasn't.
Throw the emperor, take Donald Trump and throw him down a big endless shaft with lightning shooting out of his fingers.
Oh, that John Trump video. Remember when Emperor Palpatine backed into the nebulous void because he was annoyed with some birds? I still cry. Oh, in English, did I tell you about the philosophy card game or whatever? In English, we did this game. It's an awesome game. Where our teacher has a bunch of slides with questions on them, which a lot of them are really important questions, and are statements. And there's an agree side and a disagree side, and she reads a statement. You either go to the agree side or the disagree side. One of the,
yes. I didn't realize that. I thought she'd just written stuff on the board and you were.
Well, it was on the smart board.
I see. Okay, yes, you told me about that.
Yeah. Right, but I'm gonna tell to the stream.
Go ahead.
One of the statements was America could never have a dictator. And I was like,
now.
No, and almost ran over to the disagree side, and I was like,
I mean, we have a wannabe dictator right now.
Right, and the argument that came from the other side was primarily that America is better than that because we have a constitution.
Well, yeah.
And I was like, well, look at Egypt, look at Russia, look at Persia.
Yeah.
Or Iran, excuse me. Russia was a democracy for, a flash in time during the 90s, when, what's his name? Boris Yeltsin? Boris Yeltsin was president. And, they were democratic, and they had and have a constitution, but that fact has not stopped Russia from becoming a cesspool of mafia and oligarchs.
One thing that differentiates us is that we have a couple hundred years of experience, and they don't. So our institutions are a little stronger. But at your point, I would have gone to your side, which is, of course, it's possible because Germany is a good example of a democracy that had a dictator.
Oh yeah, Germany, the Weimar Republic was because they got hit so hard by World War I.
Yeah.
But and Damien argued my friend argued that was because Russia's Constitution wasn't as great or whatever. And I was like, well, that's true, but that would only make it hard for a dictator to rise to power.
Right,
in the
not
United States.
impossible.
Not impossible.
Right.
You know, it's never impossible. In fact, if a dictator were to rise in the United States, and one could argue he already has, you would not see it until it was too late to stop it.
It's rare that, well, not rare.
Or like if
that,
passing, like somebody who just had kind of a passive knowledge of politics,
right,
instead of like being involved in it a lot, like you would not realize that it was a dictator until like they had already pretty much abolished checks and balances.
Right.
Which is actually happening right now because, you know, Trump claiming that he has absolute right to do whatever he wants. It's like, no.
No, you don't.
No one man could have all that
No
power,
one
to
is
quote
above the law
Kanye
in this
West.
country.
Nobody.
Updating.
Not
Good
the president.
grief.
It's okay. This one's relatively fast, though.
That was too
Oh.
long. Nice.
And here we go.
All right, everybody. Battlefield 1.
Battlefield 1, and there's a bald Russian leader, or
Skinhead
Buzz.
dude there.
That's a woman.
What?
That is a Russian woman.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I think.
I bet you got fooled by the cleft chin.
No, I was mainly looking at this bald skull.
Well, even women had to do that, kind of.
Oh, Verdun, huh?
Yes.
That's the battle your great-grandfather was injured in.
Well then.
Yeah, your mom's
Let's go to
grandfather
Conquest.
got gassed there.
Oh yeah,
And
he had the
also
Purple Heart because. Oh
Shot
wait,
in head.
no, not campaign. I meant to go to Quick Match.
Go to Quick Match.
Multiplayer Quick Match.
Multipass.
Multipass.
Have you seen The Fifth Element?
Oh my god.
You must have seen like memes.
I have seen. I have.
God,
it's so
bad.
Ooh.
I mean, the interesting thing is the first like.
Oh, I can open some stuff.
2/3 of the movie are actually kind of interesting. And
But then
you
it
get to
just
the end,
cheeses.
it's like, God, we sat here
For that?
for that. Why don't you just make it a pure action film and not worry about having some sort of intellectual
for land development. This is SpongeBob, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Got some boxes.
Yeah, I guess you did.
Boxes to open.
Things to use.
Got some stuff.
This is
Open
an
the
unboxing
box.
video.
Look at that. I'm surprised that you know what that is. Respect. And well, the unboxing video is.
I know what an unboxing video is.
Have you seen it? Like.
Yeah.
What kind of unboxing? Is it like video games or is it
and
just
also
people in real life opening like toys?
No, it's mostly like video games and then like electric football, which is another of my hobbies.
You know, my AP Gov teacher was describing to me how YouTube, if you do it right, can be an insanely successful way of making money. Like he said that there is a 7-year-old kid out there who makes $11 million a year because he unboxes kids' toys and films himself doing it, or like just films like the table and then it shows his hands and he's unboxing it and talking over it.
Right. That's nuts.
But I mean, people eat that up.
I don't know why.
I'm gonna that one. Oh yeah, I have it in the different language. I am the French Republic at the moment. This ought to be fun. All right, I'm gonna. Oh, right. This game.
Go get him.
Something.
Go get him, Alexi.
Hey, I got him. Oh wow. Well, what a way to start the game, huh?
Yeah.
See, this is fun. I'm having fun right now. I'm running around. I'm gonna get shot because I'm exposed. Get me over there. Get me over to this guy.
Sandbag, yeah.
Danzig Trench. Oh, we're in Danzig? They didn't make it as far as that. Did they even...
Oh, that's your guy.
Oh no, this is Poland.
Machine gun nest, huh?
Yeah, I mean...
Get him, Alexi.
see a dude over there.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna run this way. I'm
Yeah,
gonna run to my friends.
Just watch your left, though.
Yeah, I got
There
you.
were a bunch of guys over there.
Nice. Oh shit. Oh boy.
See what I mean? They're coming at you.
I got him.
Nice. Oh, but they got you too?
Oh, that's, yeah.
Aw.
I mean, that's just unfortunate. But, you know, I got two
Aw.
people. I got two
Yes,
people.
you did. You got two
People.
peoples.
This map
Two
is really
purples.
big. I'm assuming this is German. Yeah, it's probably German. Oh, okay then. Here, have some ammunition. Oh, good. You get bonuses for resupplying people. Have some ammunitions. Oh shit. What is going on there?
Mm-hmm. Some guys have probably flanked you by now, don't you think?
Yeah.
No? Maybe that was fire coming from your guys.
I mean, that flank is so open
yeah.
that, like, I don't think they would risk taking it.
Is that one of your guys?
Whoa, what the?
Holy
G
snikey,
bus.
you
Okay, I'm
gotta
running,
get
I'm
out
running,
there.
run and go. Run, go and run. Run and go. Going and run. Run and going. Alright, I'm gonna go capture the point. Gonna help the team. Just gonna squat. I did it. Look at that. 1,000 points. I'm doing good. Have some ammunition, somebody. Also, you have the ammunition. Oh, there's a dude here. Put my gas mask.
Watch out, he's been hit, but he's not.
Yeah, I think, or...
I think that you, the other guys got him.
Yeah. They probably got him by now. Take this off.
Oh, you're in a cemetery.
Oh, good. And that just fitting.
Yeah. Alright,
I think World War I had one of the highest body counts of any war ever, second only to like World War II.
Dude, that stuff's hitting pretty close to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back here. Just hide behind this.
I can't tell which way you're going.
I kind of can't. This is the first time I've played this map. I just know, like, ooh, that's a hill. I can hide behind that.
Yeah.
So I know that they're off in, like, that direction.
Yeah.
So I should hide behind stuff like here.
Okay.
Because they can't get me up here. Because that's a hill. And they're down there. Let's go get them. Ammunition! No, that did not work. Here, have some ammunition.
Barbed wire. You just hurt yourself.
Oh, alright, whatever. It's 5 damage. I can use it.
Yeah, but
don't worry about it.
You never know.
Ammunition. Ammunition. Have the ammunitions.
Watch out. Just shoot.
Just shoot
guys. Shoot against
oh, there's dudes. Have the ammunitions. Okay then. Alright. Have some of that. Or not. We'll follow you. We're just gonna go this way. This ought to be fun. Oh, we're losing that point. Let's go defend that
Go
one.
get him, man.
That's important because it's on a
I love
hill.
being the first, but you gotta be careful because they can see you when you come up there. Yep, keep your guy covered there. Alright.
Where's that coming from?
I don't know, but it could be a sniper. So
I'm getting scared. Oh.
Just get out of there.
Oh. I see him. Alright.
No,
oh, God.
They're like...
Well then. Alright. Wait, am I the leader now? Or...
I don't know.
I am not. No, he's... Okay. Alright. I'm gonna try to help these guys get this one. Yay. Will you look at that? Look at that. 1,800 points. Good. Delicious.
Now, is the point of this game that you're supposed to, like, protect them once you catch them, or?
Yeah, it's capture and protect the points, but really, like, protecting them is only quasi-important. Because, like, capturing them is what gets you points quicker.
I see.
So, playing offensive really pays here. Although it's built like World War One, so it also pays to play a bit defensive.
Yeah.
So like you go in rather than you charge in, but like rather than charging in guns blazing, you charge in with a spiky shield.
Yeah.
You know, you charge in with defense instead of offense. It's like if you have your defenders in the front in soccer, but also defenders in the back.
Yeah.
But more defenders in the front. Ooh. Just gonna there you go. Distraction. I hope it works. Well then, that didn't work. Here, have a dude. Dude, come here. Have ammunition. Oh. Who was that? Whoa.
They're right in front of you. Aren't they?
Where is
No, those are your guys.
Oh. Oh. Okay. I'm not getting any of this action here. You can go this way. Oh, that was a bad idea. Hi, lads. How's it going? Crouch.
Oh!
Ah!
Oh,
Just don't worry about it. All the doodade. Don't even worry about it. Have the ammo. I'm gonna go lie down here. I'm gonna jump over that so I don't get.
Yeah, looks like they got him on the run there.
Where's everybody?
Going in that direction.
I don't know where is everybody. Oh, there's a horse guy. Hello, horsey. Hey, ammunition. Have that. Take it. Alright, good.
The ribbon of resupply.
Yeah, that's how you gotta throw ammo at people. Not shoot it at people, throw it, you know, there's a difference. Oh god. Is there anybody over there? No, that's one of our guys. Okay. Gotta strafe them. Oh, okay. That guy just spawned. Horse. No, that's okay. Here, have that. Have some of that. Have some of that. Grenade! Where did that come from? That came from over here.
On the left,
Yeah. I gotta just chill here for now. Oh, that guy on horseback right there. Oh god.
Dude, you need to.
Yeah, I need to not stand still.
Yeah.
Alright, just gotta. Or if I remain still, I gotta be low to the ground. So they can't
And look where your guys. Look where your other guys are firing. That should give you a sense of where they are.
Oh god. Okay, there's one back there. Ooh! That's a gas grenade, I think. I'm gonna chill over here.
Why are you chilling? Why aren't you shooting at them?
I'm just gonna wait, because I don't want to get in the other guy's way, because that
Oh,
leads to
grenade.
more bad stuff. Oh, there's Germans. I'm gonna. Hi there. Hi there, dude. Oh, okay. I got a kill assist. That's nice. Have some of that. Where are you guys? Where are they shooting? Where are they shooting? Oh, there's somebody here. Alright, I'm just gonna go try to get these guys. Where are you going, lad? Where's this lad? Oh, I sense. Or not.
Yeah, you're eventually going to run up on him at some point. Especially,
Yeah.
I'm thinking you, well, either right or left.
Alright. I'm gonna run to D. I'm just gonna run.
Your guys can capture him.
Yeah, see, you can see the little blue and green icons. Those are my dudes. Just gonna run on over there. Go over that. Just come on in here. It's party every week, baby. It's just like Corey in the house. Dude, take the ammunition. Alright, oh, okay, grenade. Jesus. Okay, here, take that.
Stay behind.
Hey! I didn't hit him. Dang. Have some of that.
I'll turn your back on him, though. Huh?
Yeah, I know. But, like, he disappeared behind a rock. Let's go get him, mate. Oh. Okay. Hello there. You.
Here they are, you can see them.
Yeah, I see. Oh, you look at that. Where's this other guy? I hear the.
Yeah, something's. It's like a sniper.
It's hitting right close.
There's your guys going. So
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go with them.
Yeah.
Just gonna get right down into this little valley here.
Yeah,
or ditch or wherever. I'm at 4,000 points. Look at that. That's beautiful. I love that points. I like that. Nice points. I don't need to do that. I'm gonna go in here. Hi. No, there's nobody here. Alright, just gonna. There's everybody over there. Everybody wants to come on out. Oh, okay. Blind grenade. Sure to work on something. Hey, look at that. Wouldn't you know it? I did. Okay. Oh, who's that? That was okay. That was something. Here, have that. Or not. Oh. So, oh, okay. So he killed him. I'm gonna follow you guys. You guys sound like you're the cool kids brigade.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. They will never be able to see me. They will never see me camouflaged with this dirt. They will never see me. Oh, hi. Alright then. He didn't see me. You'll never see me. Oh, where is he? Oh. Okay then, you got him. Cool. I hear a horse. Oh, you're a friend. Sorry, I shot your horse. Alright, let's go on back. I don't know where you guys are going, but I'm gonna follow you because you guys seem like you got a thing going. It's a good thing. And there's a bunker, and I'm just gonna go right up over here. And I'm gonna come on up this way. Gonna jump over that. And gonna go to the sea point. And you know what? Just don't worry about it. All the live long day. And I'm gonna get that guy needs some ammunition. So I'm gonna give him that ammunition. Hey, dude, where you go? Take it. This is not a very defendable capture point. It's out in the open and stuff. Oh, let's go over there. Yeah, that sounds fun. It looks fun.
It looks like it's just like you guys are like sort of
we're
circling around
like
everybody's
oh hi. Well then,
gas thingy.
yeah. There's a flame trooper kit in there. I don't want it. Let's go to D point. Oh, somebody's shooting at me, so I'm gonna
Under
run.
the bridge. No.
Keep running
Yep,
this
they were
way.
right there.
Ah,
Oh shit.
I gotcha. All right then. I went a long time without dying there.
Yeah, you sure did.
Anyway. Ooh, I'm gonna spawn with this tank. And I'm gonna get out of the tank. I'm gonna go down where the tank's going. I'm gonna see what exactly is going on here. Oh, hi. Well then. Okay, we're doing it. Isn't that just swell? Alright, let's go get F. Come on, this here.
Pinging.
Yeah, same here. We're all good. We're all good. Stay, dude. Wait a minute. Oh, I got him!
No, noise.
Nice. Oh, we're coming up on an hour here, so I think I'm gonna have to end it off after this game.
All right.
This, you know what? I had fun with this game.
Too.
I didn't
Good.
I didn't have fun with the other game.
No.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm sorry to everybody who wanted me to finish that game. All one of you out there, Duncan. I think Duncan was. What's going on? There's gunfire. Oh hi. Well then. Well then.
Watch out, grenade.
Yeah, I saw that. I was trying to run away from it, but he
hit
got
you from a
me.
ways off.
Yeah, that was a good thrown arm that he's got there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you
And
know?
of course, it's one of those green frog dumbasses.
Oh, Pepe.
Yeah.
Pepe the Grinch.
He's like a far right.
Yeah, Pepe's a hate symbol of the alt-right,
Yep.
and it's dumb. Oh no, we gotta go attack the B point. That was a good throw.
Enemy hit.
Oh, good. Let me just go over to this window. Hi, guys!
Rambo.
You mind if I join the party? Is that okay? Am I invited to the cool kids party? Oh, evidently not. I'm sorry.
You could have had. You were onto a nest of them there, weren't you?
I was. I'm sorry I wasn't cool enough. I wasn't cool enough to join the cool kids party. I'm sorry.
No, that's like the grim music.
All right, let's go capture this. Whoa! Put on the gas mask. That's probably a good idea. Did you hear that? That cough?
Yeah.
Like the guy did. That was priceless. It's probably a dude over there. Oh, hi.
Well then. Again.
Well then. Ammunition. Or no. Yeah, there we go. That was a better throw. Let me just,
Alright, where are the enemies?
Yeah, good. There's one. Where are the enemies? There's one, and he dies in front of me. That's what we call this. How do you say grand? It's very nice. I'm gonna go this way with these fellas. What's in here? It's a bunker. That's a bunker. We must go in the other direction from the bunker. Bunker. You have that. Yeah, I'm not going that way. I saw one guy who was in need of ammo. I was like, oh, there's a dude. Maybe I can help him. I was like, nope, not going that way. Oh. Huh. Great. I saw this just barbed wire in front of me. I was like, good. Alright, I'm just gonna run this way. What?
My knee.
I heard a dude. Okay. I was gonna say, I heard a dude running behind me. I don't know who it was, but then it's my guy, so I don't really care who it is. Have a grenade. Or not. I'm out of grenades. Oopsies. Right then. Now that that's done, I'm gonna go this way. And I'm gonna... Oh. I felt that one. Have an ammo.
It's gotta be behind you somewhere, no?
Yeah, I'm just gonna run right now. I'm gonna run, hide behind this wall. So if he comes that way, I'm not bad. That's the plan. Alright, gonna give people ammo. Have that. Grab that. Grab that ammo. Grab that ammo box. I have 9,966 points. Would you look at that? If I can get to 10,000, I will consider this a very good game. I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna run, and I'm going to run some more. And I'm gonna
Watch out.
throw a grenade. I didn't kill him. Oh, this is a doctor. He's coming to help me. Doctor! Hello, doctor. Doctor, please help.
Yep.
Thank you. I need to put on my gas mask. Oh, alright then. Very good.
Okay, well.
Very good. Great. I'm gonna spawn on that guy. Just help him out.
Whoa.
Well then. It seems we're in a bit of a bind. Almost.
Behind you, dude.
Okay. Oh, he was lying on the ground. That is a clever. Hey, look at that.
You got 10,000.
That is a clever strategy, good sir.
All right, well, we're at an hour. Should I just?
No, let's finish this game first.
How long do you have on this game?
Till one side gets 1,000 kills.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna end relatively
I
soon.
see.
I'm gonna get out of this tank. That's what you need.
Is that yours?
That was the This. I'm just gonna sit right here. This is a good way to rack up points. Just sitting and capturing a point. Here we go. Goody. So, where do we go now? Oh, there's a dude. There's a man.
Yeah.
It's a man bear pig. Oh,
There,
I think I found them. I'm going to run away now. Oh, that's not away.
No, that's not away.
Oh well, at least I have pulled my weight thus far. Ooh. This ought to be fun. There's a ton of guys from their team versus a ton of guys from our team.
Oh, look at the dumb freaking right-wing idiots on this game.
I think that's actually a bit ambiguous. It's like
no. That's no. Nope. Yeah, well, that's a right-wing thing.
Okay. You would know better than I, because I wasn't political until like late 2016.
Yeah, no, that's one of the things the right-wingers did to counter Obama's Hope poster. All right, well, we know where all the nuts hang out.
Yep.
All right, well, I'm going to head out then. Peace.
Wait, let's see what happens after the round. Let's see what kind of experience points I got.
Okay.
All right, so that's the score. Very good. 26-minute match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, matches are kind of long in this game.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the best squad. All right, then. It's a nice experience.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
All right, then. Dude. Well,
thank you for joining me.
Thanks for the live stream. We'll see you again next week.
It's too bad I chickened out. I don't have... I am the faint of heart.
Uh-huh.
I'm the faint of heart when it comes to horror, but not necessarily gore. Like, I can stomach a bit of gore.
Yeah.
But I am not...
All right, gang.
All right, see you
See
next
you
time.
laters.